That's not a thing he's got. But the laughing robot and his dog got the strangest thing on the station line. The laughing robot and his dog. Nobody knows exactly when or why. The robot started laughing, but the dog wags every time. The laughing robot and his dog.
The laughing robot and his dog.
She started bringing him things from the yard, the way the dogs will do a bolt to bone a gear. And mostly it was junk, cause it's a junkyard. That's all there is to bring around here. But one day she dragged in something strange, a twisted piece of metal that had caught the light. And his sorting algorithm couldn't place it. It wasn't scrap, it wasn't right. It was beautiful and he didn't have a code for that. And the error in his processing came out like a sound. And the sound came out like laughing, and the dog started jumping all around. The laughing robot and his dog. Is it all got the strangest thing on the station line? The laughing robot and his dog. Nobody knows exactly when or why. The robot started laughing, but the dog wags every time. The laughing robot and his dog.
The laughing robot and his dog.
And now it's a loop. She does a thing, he makes the sound. She wags her tail, he makes the sound again. Because the wagging is another thing his code can't file. Joy's an error in his system, and the error sounds like laughing. And the dog doesn't know he's made of metal, and he doesn't know she's just a dog. They're just two warm things in a cold yard, making a sound that neither one was built to make. I saw them when I docked her for a patch job. The robot sorting scrap, the dog asleep right at his feet, her nose against his ankle, where the servo's warm and the hum is deep. And a bolt fell off a pile and bumped her ear, and she jumped and he laughed and she wagged. And I stood there in the doorway of the junkyard, watching two things love each other that nobody told were allowed. And the foreman said they thought about a reset, fix the glitch, get the program back in line. But every time they scheduled it, somebody canceled it, and nobody could tell you why. But I can tell you why. You don't fix laughing in his dog, the best thing on the station line. The laughing robot and his dog. Nobody's gonna fix the glitch, nobody's gonna change the code. Laughing robot and his dog. And the scrap yard's warmer than it ought to be, and the dog sleeps well, and the robot laughs. And that's the whole story. That's the whole story.